Guys, my name is Debbie and I'm an intuitive reader as well as a medium here, and I'm here to give some type of messages from beyond. Hopefully this does help and resonate. Let's get right into it here. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're interested in a private reading, all that information is down below in the description box below. I feel this person, not yet finding out who exactly this is, like male, female, what have you, passed at home. And it's kind of like, I don't know if they were talking or like just kind of out there. They're showing me Sam Kinison. I used to be a huge fan of Sam Kinison's. But yeah, and apparently, don't quote me, but from what I understand, he was saying things after I think he was in a car accident, and when they pulled him out of the car, he was talking to spirit probably, but people always say absolutely nothing. Well, no, but he was having a good old conversation, so I don't know if it's that or what, but this person I feel is definitely talking and saying this is not the way that I thought I was going to go. He was kind of like arguing. It almost feels like he was talking to a spirit, like don't let me go. He was still alive while he was saying this, but he had like a vision. He saw a spirit here, I feel definitely, but he crossed right over kind of energy here, obviously, okay. But definitely he was a little stubborn with going over because it was kind of like so fast and sudden. Sometimes when spirits, from what I understand, when they pass suddenly, it takes them a minute. When you get startled, woken up kind of thing, like the phone rings and it's like, whoa, what's that? Kind of thing. It's kind of like that, like what just happened? Give the man a second to kind of absorb it in, process it, kind of energy here. But yeah, it definitely took him a hot minute to figure out what's really going on, and then he wasn't too happy about it. So he said his piece. It's like, this is not the way that I thought I was going to go. He wasn't overly upset, just a little frustrated, but definitely he crossed over, okay. They definitely calmed him down, okay. One of the first things that he asked when he got to the other side, he's like, so, what do we do over here? That made me laugh. But yeah, I guess that would be my question too, although I'd probably be too busy like floating around and mingling with people but that I haven't seen in years, but definitely he asked that question, I feel. And I feel like this is a male, okay, by the way, but I do feel male energy present here, but I feel like the wife's kind of like, that sounds like him. I love that. It's going to take some time, and he knows this, and he's letting you know that you don't have to rush back into life, It's going to take, I keep hearing adjust. A lot of things to adjust in your life now that he's gone here. And it's definitely going to take some time to do so. Money could be even adjusted as well, kind of energy here. Explaining to children. I feel like they're, I just heard 15. I feel like they're old enough to understand, but to talk to them about their dad here, okay? Definitely he wants you to do that. Just don't let it like be, forgotten about kind of thing. He wants you to talk about him here. And keep his memory alive. Absolutely. Absolutely. He also wants you to explain that people like his friends or whatever don't understand unless they actually, and that is such a true statement. Friends don't truly understand what all he's going to be going through, He is going to change as a human being because of this, okay? But kids can be cruel, and they don't understand how cruel that they can be, with the words that comes out. Now, some kids, I feel like they just don't know what to say, but others are just going to be flat out rude. So do explain that to him, okay? But yeah. My daughter was, my Allison, I think she was 16. Derek was 16. So she was probably about 12, 13. Then there was this girl, kind of reminds me story time. And she said some nasty things, about when my husband passed, and that's her father, and she held it in for days, and then eventually I found out. That's all in the book. Now that's an interesting story. Of course, we went out to this girl's house. Oh yeah. That is all. I'm not giving that away. That's definitely in the book, though, and that is a diehard, literally great story. Very spiritual acting as well. Man, tempers were flying, and there was definitely spiritual activity over that whole thing. So yeah, definitely, that's worth it in itself. Seriously, no joke. But okay, so let's move on here. I do feel that there is some kind of life insurance or what have you here, He wants you to kind of set up an account. And a lot of people probably were thinking, like when you have a kid, you automatically, a lot of people think that. A lot of people can't do that, They can't afford to set up a 529 or a savings account because they're living paycheck to paycheck, But I feel with this life insurance, no matter if he is 15 or what have you, still put money into an account, whatever that may be. A 529, a savings account, what have you. Your choice. Credit union. I just heard credit union as well. There's going to be this pressure of moving, a kind of instinct of, I got to get out of here. I just got to get out of here. But I feel like it's not the right time. And he's basically saying that. He's like, stay put. You got a lot going on. This is adjusting everything. With money, with life, with the kid, the son here, I feel. He knows how much that you miss him and how much you cry and everything. And he's sorry. He's there for you. He definitely wants you to know that you two will reunite one day, and he just know that he wants you to talk to him. More so at night. I feel, especially with that Ten of Swords, it's basically in the dark here, kind of energy. It's kind of like you clam up. I don't know if you feel that if he can't hear you or what have you, but you don't need a medium here to talk to your spouse here. I talk to my spouse all the time, my husband. All the time, and they hear you. They will show you signs if you ask. It might not be within 20 minutes, or a day or whatever, but they will show you some kind of sign if you ask. And that's what I have for whomever this is meant for. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.